And that's what we have there, the panel that is going to help us somewhat figure out how we do this. And I know we have members of the union here who too I would like to get involved as well. Let me start off at the panel there. We have with us Deputy National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, John Manuel. You heard some of the complaints that have been coming up right now. You are here representing Commissioner Fivers, who was on his way here, and he promised me, and I appreciate the fact that he could not come. He asked you to come. With all that you've heard here today, or tonight rather, what do you say?
Felicia, thank you. I would like to apologize on behalf of the Commissioner. He wanted to come here, but he was on standby because he was expecting a message from the Minister to accompany him down to KwaZulu-Natal to attend to the problems down in the Richmond area.
Okay.
So I would like the audience to excuse the Commissioner and to accept his apology. Felicia, questions are being asked by the community. What are you doing to reduce crime? Why is crime so high? And I think they are now convinced, if they are watching this program, what are the police really doing to reduce crime? They are losing their lives in the fight against crime and to combat crime. I hope they are satisfied and they won't ask these type of questions any longer.
But from a psychological standpoint, Andre Potgieter, that man said, inside I'm a dead man. We've heard of people who want to commit suicide as police. We've heard of some who have. I mean, the statistics are quite high. In fact, your response?
Felicia, yeah. If you look at the reason why people commit suicide, I think some people commit suicide because they suffer financially or so, but when policemen commit suicide, they do it because they have emotional pain. They want to get away from that emotional pain, and for them, they see suicide as an option. From support services, from our side, we try to allow them to ventilate their emotions. By means of a psychotherapeutic intervention, we try to heal them from inside, but it's a long and difficult process.
We have some unions here, Pop Crew, for example. Do you deal with some of the concerns we're talking about? I'm not talking about wage negotiations for a change. I love money too, but I want to talk about that emotional portion of it. What that guy says, we should not be worrying about that, but that is so important, really. When you're emotionally imbalanced, you cannot do a job. I don't care who says what.
People don't understand. If you get into the police job, you go there with the aim of doing something.
That's true.
For the community.
It's not one of those jobs where you just go for the drama.
No. You leave criminals in the location and you move towards that job. The hero-worshipped criminals in the location. Our children that are hero-worshipping in the location. We leave them and go and confront them. But there is a thin line between us and our managers that they don't understand. Let them not say we are alone in this thing. Yes, let them not, count themselves in our loneliness on the ground. They are there, they don't worry about us. There is no infrastructure on the ground for policemen who are taking their life at risk. And they are just there. They have got no plans for dealing with crime. Which policemen are going to fit into in terms of dealing with crime?
Commissioner Manuel, what do you say to that? Are you guys so far removed that you really don't understand their pain?
No, I don't think so, Felicia. We are all policemen, and ladies or women, police members, and we are part of a family. And if one experiences pain, we all are experiencing the same pain. We must understand that we are policing a new dispensation. So I think if we give the community and the police the time, the relationships are going to be built, will become much better, and think all these type of bad feelings between us will disappear.
Okay. In fact, there are two people here who really handle the social aspect of it all. I'm talking here about Reverend Policie. You are a police chaplain. What does it mean? I heard a lot of pain here tonight. Does it mean you go with them, counsel them, pray with them?
Yeah, Felicia, there is a lot of pain, not only with police personnel, but with their families also. Unfortunately, I have to be the one who bears the bad news, especially when a police person has died, deliver a death message, knock on the door, and say, unfortunately, your spouse has died. I remember very clearly that when I knocked on Margaret's door, she expected her husband, and we have had many, many cases. I've delivered quite a number of death messages to highly expectant women. And after doing that, I have to rush them to the hospital. There is a lot of pain. Unfortunately, we cannot go through to each and every one of them or follow up because of the shortage of person power. But it is our task to go through the grief with them, take them by the hand, and give them the spiritual and emotional support that they need.
From a social worker's point of view, do you work closely with who? The police?
Yes, we work with the police and also with the dependents. Now, I can also say we also deal a lot with the pain.
Oh, good. You work with the police and dependent. So someone like Marcel and Margaret are going to get help from you?
Yes.
Financially?
Yes, I think a social worker, I think they also attended the funeral. And our doors are always open. So sometimes there are pain and hurt that we don't even know about. So it's free for them to also come and ask for help. But I also want to mention that we don't only work where there's problems. We always try to help and, prevent problems. So we work proactively as well.
Okay. Let me just get some feedback here from the folk. Let's hear up here. Let's see.
My name is Inspector Richard Moas. I'm from Rediput. I just like to ask the people, I've been to funerals of my colleagues that have died, standing with their wives and their children. The police force say, come knock on my door if you need assistance. They knock on the door, they get shunted around from this place to that place. I feel that the community has got a responsibility to help us police as well. We have a stressful job. Myself, I've also been shot on duty. The assistance that you get from your community, they don't appreciate you at all. And it's hard time that somebody started to do something about it.
Obviously, police jobs are extremely stressful. After the break, we'd like to deal with some ways of reducing stress for the police on the job, and also in finding out how we can continue to get the community to work closer with the police.